Collin, kind of hard to be upset with that round, but the finish, almost had that one on 8, almost had the one on 9. Any sour taste, or are you still pretty happy?
I mean, even on 7, I lipped out. No, there's no sour taste. I think sometimes they drop and sometimes they don't, especially when rounds are going like that, and you obviously wish to have them, but, you know, it is what it is. Overall, the game feels really good, and I'm just going to take that into the next few days and just kind of use that momentum, you know, to hopefully play 3 more really good rounds.
You kind of change drivers like most guys change putters.
Yeah, no, I don't.
What went into the driver change yesterday?
Last week was a weird one. Just had a 2-way miss, and it's tough. You know, the swing's feeling good, and I put in a lot of work, you know, this weekend and Monday through Wednesday to make sure I had that cut. And you know, I have a Stealth 2 driver that's actually, it probably goes farther, and it actually does what I want. I just haven't put it in play yet, and it was something that we built earlier this week. And just to know, you know, where my misses would be, even though I missed a few left, I just know once I hit it off the face, I know where the misses are going to be. And it's nice to have something trusty, but, you know, I just didn't have time to test my other one enough, especially after kind of having that misses on the last week.
Your results on this golf course aside, do you feel comfortable here? John Rahm was talking earlier in the week how it's just hard to get comfortable on this golf course.
Yeah, people are really digging the results. I mean, I've played it 2 years, and last year was a weird one. My first year was, you know, it is what it is. I do feel comfortable, and I think out here you have to, it's a course you really can't get away with anything. I mean, you have to hit it well off the tee. Obviously, you have to hit some good approach shots, but if you're hitting it well off the tee, you're going to give yourself some birdie opportunities, right? And I think today that's what I was able to do. You know, even though I missed a few fairways, for the most part, you know, the birdie holes, I was in the middle of the fairway, and I was able to get myself close enough to have a good putt at it and a good look. And I think that's where it starts. Even though they say it's an approach shot golf course, you have to be in the fairway out here.
So how difficult is it out of the rough? How is the rough playing if you do miss? Is it hard to get it on the green, or hard to get it close to the hole? Or
yeah, I mean, it's just the way greens are angled out here, and obviously where they put pins. You know, you can't attack them. You're just going to have no spin. So when the ball's sitting down that much, I mean, you're just trying to put it on the front edge and trying to make 4. So that's why it's just really important. I mean, I got lucky today. The ones I did miss, I was in the bunker or the pine straw or, you know, first cut. So I got away with a few, which is really nice, and you kind of take that to your advantage.
Details
What'd
on
you
your
hit into
eagle?
2? Oh, sorry.
Details on your eagle?
Yeah, so I'll tag on to that. It was a 4-iron. I mean, it was a nice draw through it off the tee, hit it really, really flush. And JJ and I were kind of going back between 5-iron and 4-iron. Hit a little spinny cut 4-iron, missed it a little bit off the toe, but landed exactly where we wanted. And it was nice for it to roll out, you know, where it did and not roll out over. And when you hit it that close, you really hope to make the putt. And, you know, it was a nice way to make the turn, birdie eagle, start the back 9.
Thank you.
Were conditions out there as benign as it looks?
You know, it's yeah. I mean, the winds aren't up. It's not gusting too bad. Greens, some are firm, some are soft. You know, I think you're still able to stop. You know, a 7-iron and in. You can get one bounce and have it stop. We're definitely seeing the fairways roll out quite a bit. I mean, I missed my drive on 9, and the ball rolled out past 300 yards. So it's you gotta be aware of the lines you're taking off the tees out here.
Do you feel like this year you're back more to playing the game that you were playing before? You know, last year you talked about you weren't hitting the cut, then you were trying to work in different ways. Do you feel like you're back to what you were doing earlier?
Yeah, I'd say for the most part, all of 2023, I'm back to playing how I used to. Trying to enjoy it. I'd say this week, you know, what I found earlier this week, my swing hasn't looked this good probably since 2019 when I first came out. I mean, you know, I've played very well, you know, 2020, 2021. But position-wise, I just love where I'm at right now, and just freeing everything up, just allowing me to just look up at my target and hit the ball, and, you know, hopefully it goes where I want it. So, yeah, I think I'm very happy with that, and that just allows that freedom to just kind of forget about everything else and hit your shot.
You were the only guy working on the back of the range yesterday morning. Was that a wind direction thing, or just wanted some quiet, or why going back there when?
I mean, yeah, I just figured. I mean, wind was on the front side over here. Wind was like down out of the left, and a lot of guys hate that. And I think it's always nice to kind of practice into the wind sometimes. And yeah, I was actually shocked that more guys weren't back there.
Collin, you 13 of the last 15 champions here went early late. Coincidence? Reason why? Any idea?
Your guess is as good as mine.
You talk about the conditions last year. When people bring up, when you go through something like that, is it just as if it didn't happen when you have to go through what you guys went through last year here?
I mean, look, I don't really take too much. I don't take too much from like previous history. Obviously, when you play well, you feel comfortable, so there is a reason why you've played well. But the places that I haven't played well at, I don't look at it as like, oh man, like this course doesn't suit my game. So I think, you know, if you look at stats like that, yeah, you can look at it that way. But I haven't had a course where I've been like, man, like I can't play here, and that's the thing. So I wouldn't really buy into that as much as, you know, a lot of people like to do.